So I think just by clicking on this video, you could probably sniff out that I'm a bit of a Donkey fan. I've been following him for around 8 years, and I consume his content all the time. So when he announced Big Mode, I was pretty excited to see what game he would publish. Fast forward a bit, and the first game he publishes was Animal Well, a stylistic puzzle/Metroidvania game that everyone seemed to just fall in love with. It seemed that everyone really ate this game up. However, for me personally, I didn't really seem to get the enjoyment that everyone did out of it. I think the puzzles serve as a great challenge that often require clever solutions where the player has to think outside the box. And that's not even to mention the best part of the game to me, which is the art style. I grew up playing pixel art games, so when I saw Animal Well, when I started playing it, I was like, man, these are all such scenic environments with vibrant colors, and it seems like every single pixel is intentionally thought out and placed. It always made me excited to go see the next screen. I would say for me, this was the best part of Animal Well. Fast forward again to Big Mode's next announcement, which was Star of Providence. Now this game does lack the broad appeal of Animal Well. It is a tough, roguelike bullet hell arcade shooter where you are just relentlessly persecuted room after room with just little room for error. So I can kind of understand why the appeal wasn't there like it was for Animal Well. Now actually, if we hit the rewind button a little bit, I played this game when it was called Monolith still. I remember Monolith being a fun bullet hell game that I played through, I think maybe once or twice, in about 6 hours, and then kind of just put it back on the shelf. To me, it was kind of missing the sauce that would make me want to replay the game over and over and over again. Now, Star of Providence is a completely different animal. The amount of content added to this game makes it feel totally different. The fluent gameplay of Monolith, where you were narrowly evading enemy bullets while retaliating by blasting anything that moves, is now paired with over-the-top weaponry, brand new areas to explore, and bosses that will really test your skills. I mean, for real, the amount of bosses in this game, the amount of insane bosses that are in this game that you will have to go through just to beat the game one time will always make you feel like there's another crazy fucking boss around the corner. Not to mention all the new collectibles, the trials, mini-games, modes, and items you can now find on a run now. I think all of this is plenty reason enough to completely rebrand the game, as Star of Providence is truly the definitive version of Monolith. Now what really put this game over the top for me, the sauce that brings it all together, what makes it so much more replayable for me than Monolith, is the introduction of loops. Every time you beat the game after loop 0, you have the option to play on a higher and higher loop, all culminating in an evil and sadistic loop 13. What I find so special about these loops is they're not just modifiers that make the game artificially harder. I personally cannot stand in a game like COD where you just have all these supplemental difficulties where it just messes with the health and enemy damage or whatever. Each loop in Star of Providence fundamentally changes how you have to play the game, giving each enemy a unique attack pattern, even changing the way the enemies will interact with you. The cherry on top of this game, though, is the end of Loop 13. I'm not gonna spoil the boss, but if you do somehow manage to fight and claw your way all the way to the end of Loop 13, you will be rewarded with my favorite bullet hell boss of all time. A boss worthy of standing atop this brutal, unforgiving, and brilliant game.